The United States is doubtful to reach an agreement with Iran to salvage the 2015 Iran nuclear deal until Tehran frees 4 US nationals held captive, the senior US nuclear negotiator told Reuters on Sunday. US Special Envoy for Iran Robert Malley reiterated the US view that the 4 persons detained in Iran are unrelated to the nuclear talks. He did, however, get a little closer to declaring that their release was a need for a nuclear deal. Welcome back to Next News Hour. If you're new to the channel, tap on the subscription button and press the notification bell. Iran's elite revolutionary guards have detained scores of dual citizen and foreigners in recent years, primarily on espionage and security-related allegations. Human rights organizations have accused Iran of using captives to gain diplomatic leverage, while Western governments have long demanded that Tehran release their people whom they claim are political prisoners. Tehran, on the other hand, disputed that people are being held for political purposes. Malley was appearing in a joint interview with Barry Rosen, a 77-year-old former US ambassador who has been on a hunger strike in Vienna to demand the release of US, British, French, German, Austrian and Swedish captives held in Iran, and that no nuclear deal be made unless they're released. Rosen, one of more than 50 US diplomats taken captive in Iran during the 1979-1981 hostage situation. The 9th round of bilateral discussions between Iran and the US to get both nations back into full conformity with the landmark 2015 nuclear deal is underway. Iran refuses to negotiate with US officials, so others must split between the two. The 2015 agreement between Iran and major nations removed sanctions in exchange for constraints on Tehran's nuclear operations that delayed the time it would take to gather enough fissile material for a nuclear weapon if it wanted to do so. Iran denies having nuclear weapons ambitions, but in 2018, then President Donald Trump pulled the US out of the agreement, reimposing harsh economic penalties on Tehran. Iran has countered by violating several of the deal's nuclear limits, to the point that Western governments believe that the agreement will soon be rendered obsolete. Well, we'd like to know your thoughts and responses. Share them in the comments down below, and also share this news and show us support through subscribing to our channel. Stay tuned for the real stuff on Next News Hour.